Hey. Welcome to another recap and review of Love and Marriage DC with your girl, California Cutie. We are reviewing season 3, episode 6, Winter Blunder Land. Child. All I'm gonna tell y'all is I was not happy by the end of this episode. I really was not. We'll talk about it.
So let your hair down, get your life. You must be feeling like this your night. So do your thing, girl, it's alright. You're doing everything that I like. So let your hair down, get your life. You must be feeling like this your night. So do your thing, girl, it's alright. You're doing everything
Hey y'all, hey cuties. Like the picture said, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. If it's your first time, welcome. And hopefully by the end of this, you will become a cutie and be part of my community. You know what I mean? And for all my returning cuties, hey y'all, how are y'all? I'm doing well. Just here to do another recap and review on this dang on Love and Marriage DC, season 3, episode 6. And the Winter Blunder Land. They got that right, because it sure ain't no Winter Wonderland around this place. Ain't a Winter Wonderland nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Okay? So yeah, we're gonna discuss. We are gonna discuss. We're gonna get into some things, and more things. Like I said, if you're new here, welcome. Please hit that like button for me. It's easy. You just go. There's a thumb up. That's all you gotta do. Push that thing. Touch, smash, hit, touch, love it. Okay, caress it. Okay, make sure it lights up. And then for my, my OG cuties, y'all know what to do. Hit the like button. And for my newbies, please subscribe to my channel. I am growing my channel and I want you to become part of the cutie community. All right. I think we have taken care of the business. You can also follow me on my IG as well. I do that. I do have an IG page. It's California Cutie 310. Okay, that would be an area code out here in California. Okay, so yeah, that's why it's California Cutie 2 E's 310. All right, y'all. Ooh, let me put my little banners up. I am not monetized, y'all, so we are on our way. I mean, we are well on our way, guys, to get monetized. Like I am like right there. I'm like right there. So yeah, I'm not monetized like I said before. So if you want to, contribute to my channel, help me grow my channel, I do appreciate Cash Apps. It's California Cutie 310. And just like I said, taking care of the business. Let me get my notes up because they made me so mad. I told y'all the last review and recap that I did for episode 5. I told y'all I am Team Joy. Now let me be clear when I say that because I remember Joy had made me mad on Ready to Love on the reunion. So I don't want you guys to be like, oh, she's biased. I'm not. She made me mad. She came at one of the ladies sideways, and I really wasn't here for it. Was not here for it. I'm trying to think of this young lady's name. And when I say young, meaning look young, older, beautiful, and now engaged. If y'all know, y'all know. But anyway, yeah, I was perturbed with Joy. So yeah, and I thought about that while I was doing these notes, and I was just like, you know what? I don't want to come off like I'm biased. I'm still Team Joy. I was Team Joy when I first saw her come on the screen and when she marked her territory with Clifton. So, I've been that. But like I said, on the reunion show of her Ready to Love season, I wasn't feeling her. I was like, what? And then shortly she got on Love and Marriage DC. And for the most part, I agree with a lot that she thinks and says. So yeah, y'all, let's get into it. We pick up with the Petties entering. And the tension is thicker than the snow-capped mountains. And it's colder than the naked lady in the blizzard, okay? Like, for real. It when they walked in, it was like, how this gonna go? That's what it felt like, okay? Joy asks, what's the plan for tomorrow? They're eating because the Petties were late. And, everybody wanted to eat. So they're eating. I mean, they've ate, I think. But the Petties are behind. So anyway, Joy asks, what's the plans for tomorrow? Which I always applaud Joy for always putting in the effort to be present, even though her presence is not wanted by all. Winter tells the group they have to be up at 8 or 9 in the morning. So that's the one thing. Don't invite me on no trips and don't be making no plans for early in the morning. Don't do that. Don't do that. People don't come on vacation to get up early in the morning. And I'm an early person. Don't do that. Don't impose your earliness like that on people. You don't know what it took, for them to get there and how tired people be. My first cruise, I was so tired, I didn't even enjoy the first night. This is like 25 years ago, 24 years ago. No, 23 years ago. But however, I didn't even enjoy it because the first night I worked so hard that week. I got on the boat, drank my drink, ate my stuff, did the whole little get your river raft, your little, your floaty on and where to find it. And then I went to my room and we went to sleep. Like me and my girl, shout out to Danielle. We was in the shop morning, noon, night. Okay. You be tired. So for people that are planning trips, don't do that. Don't do that. Have all that early morning. Winter, Yusha says that his lady Winter put a lot of effort into planning on the trip. So that them people better not act a fool. Good luck. What? Wait, y'all not even all on the same page. How the hell you gonna? Arena asks where the Petties are staying and if it's close. We all know by now that it's like 20 minutes away, which means it's 20 miles away. Because 1 mile a minute, pretty much. I mean, in California, 1 mile takes 1 minute if there's no traffic. So, yeah, 20 minutes away, 20 miles away, whatever way you want to say it. Dinner is done. So they are, because remember, they just got in. If y'all didn't watch my last review, they all just got in. It's first night. They just got there and the Petties wasn't with them. So, okay, we're picking up. They're at the dinner. Dinner's done. So they are going. Oh, I'm sorry. Like I said, they were already eating dinner. So dinner is done. The Petties think they are the reason that everybody's turning in early. But everyone was, literally everybody was tired. They were tired, yawning and waiting on the dinner. Not even waiting on the dinner, but, waiting on them for the dinner. So I ain't going to put that on the Petties. So it's the next morning. It's Valentine's Day, one of my favorite days. And not because it's Lover's Day. I actually got married on Valentine's Day 11 years ago. So that's why it's one of my favorite days. But it is Lovers Day, and I appreciate that everyone that uh, is in love, pursuing love, wants to be loved on Valentine's is a day that you can express that. So I love that day. Shout out to my husband for just last month having our 11th anniversary. But we've been together in August will be 24 years. So shout out to my husband. Anywho, mind y'all, this is 2023's Valentine's Day. This ain't Valentine's Day right here, 2024. This ain't this right here. This is Valentine's 2023. Okay, let's be clear. So Mini Man tells Ashley, and if you didn't watch my last review, Mini Man is what I call quick. Okay, go watch that to find out why I call him Mini Man. Anyway, Mini Man tells Ashley that Clifton tried to give him a handshake, like everything cool, after disrespecting my wife. I was like, okay, quick, you were eating, and we gonna wrap it later. Okay, that you really didn't say nothing. Like, you really didn't put no fear on nobody's heart other than Clifton saying, is that what we doing? That's what it is? Okay. So Arana tells Jamie she saw when Mini Man tried to curve on Clifton, and she hates that Mini Man quick thinks that Clifton got in his wife's face when it was the other way around. She also doesn't like that the Pettys are 20 minutes away, staying somewhere else. Invite me on a trip and see if I don't stay where I want to stay with y'all. I don't give a damn who don't like me. Are y'all crazy? And I don't care who loses sleep, none of that. I'm not staying 20 minutes away. I ain't even do nothing. Anyway, the Pettys do the Valentine card thing. Like I told y'all, they 20 miles away from the group. They talk about how the energy was down the night before. The Pettys joke on who I call Mini Man quick. How now he is involved. This is what Joy was saying. Now he's involved. And it's weird, because he's taking it out on Clifton, and he hasn't even really had a conversation with Clifton to know what really happened, other than what his wife had said to him from her perspective. On account on what Ashley has told him, I just said that. And they joke about if everyone said the sky is blue and Ashley said the sky is red, damn it, Minute Man gonna say, yeah, that sky red. I don't know what y'all talking about. My wife is right. Y'all see it's red? Yes, y'all. Winter and Sherelle back at the house. Winter and Sherelle have a chat about how Clifton greeted Black. Sherelle says they never had no issues with each other, but she does have a problem with Joy not being accountable for everything she has been doing. And she sure is playing the victim. Joy is. This is what Sherelle says. In the confessional, Winter says that Ray needs to come out and hold Joy accountable for what she has said about Black. I don't know how everybody's been watching, you new here, or what the case may be, but Ray is Irena, and Irena has a mean streak, and it comes out. She's named it Ray. So when Winter says, Ray needs to come hold Joy accountable for what she has been saying about Black, I beg to differ, because I don't know. I don't know if I'm missing something, because the issue has absolutely nothing to do with Arena. So for Winter to say that she wants Ray to come out and do and tell and hold her accountable, that's absurd to me. Now, if she meant that she should ask Joy to have a conversation with Black, that's different. Mind you, Sherelle and Joy had a conversation about this problem. is Sherelle, oh, how I put this? Okay, problem is Sherelle wasn't in the picture. If Sherelle wasn't in the picture when all of this took place, and from where Joy was a friend of Black's, okay, I got what I'm saying. Okay, so in this, mind you, Sherelle and Joy had a conversation about this, right? Last season, they kind of dabbled in it. It didn't go really well because Sherelle is gonna take her husband's point of view or what he says at face value. Now, Joy was trying to tell her that, you know, my girl who was in the group who was dating Black, they were still together. I don't know if they were married or not, but they were dating. And on one occasion that Joy remembers, now I'm going to say Joyce told her, I'm not sure if Joy was there, but Joy's friend, Black's ex, said that he took Sherelle home during the time he was still with that girl. And Joy is still friends with that girl. So they talked about it. That has been their, you know, their story, and they're sticking to that story. Not saying it's right or wrong, because I don't know. I wasn't there. Neither was Sherelle. So she has taken her husband at face value. The problem, all I'm saying about both of those stories is they both can be true. They both can be not true. But there is the truth, and who cares at this point? Y'all are both married. Why are we talking about this still? Now, I put in my notes, he may have took her home, but that doesn't make them together, a couple or fuck buddies. Yet, Joy's friend, Black's ex, could still been with him when he drove her home. But seriously, ladies, that's water under the bridge. That's what's in my notes. Now, as far as Black and Joy are concerned, I feel they could have a conversation, but it will only be his word against hers, nothing concrete for the audience to be on anyone's side unless they are, you know, unless there's money involved. Now, if there's money involved, she feels like he owe her, and that's the slander about the bad business. We do need to have a conversation about that, because that needs to be rectified, or can be rectified at this point, if that's what that is. So I feel like y'all need to get that to be water under the bridge. If it has something to do with money and funds and things like that, we got to discuss. And I'm with Black on that situation, if that's what it is. And that's just me on the outside looking in. Anywho, you should gifted Winter with a Valentine's gift at the breakfast. He gifted her with a pair of sunglasses. You know, they were nice. We didn't see the case. It was just, I don't know if she just pulled it out, or if they cut it where it's just a case, you know, so we don't know what kind of brand they were. Don't care. They do look like they were really cute. Yeah, looked like something Wendy Williams would wear. I don't know why that came to my mind right now, but that's what it looked like to me. Anywho, and he had wrote her a beautifully handwritten note, and read it out loud. That was really special to Winter. Winter was blushing, and she shed a tear or two, because she knows he isn't a man of many words. So for him to express how he felt towards her meant a lot, especially in front of this group. It was touching and cute and sweet and nice. And it's Valentine's Day. It's their first Valentine's Day. So yeah, and it was, you know, refreshing to see him really, you know, when he had reservations about them going on a couples group trip versus them going alone for their first Valentine's Day. So I thought that was a really nice touch. Gone, you should. Gone. Anyway, Arena tells Winter that she talked to Joy and that they weren't going to make it on the ski trip. I mean, on the ski, to the slopes. But they would be over that evening, that same evening, for dinner. And in all fairness, Clifton is still, is had surgery on his back and he's still healing. He can't afford to be on the slopes. And at this point, they kind of need to stay together. Joy can't be up on the slopes and he's sitting down chilling, and you know what I'm saying, they kind of need each other because they all they got. Shit. And because God forbid anybody be on their team, then they team petty. I'm team petty. What you talking about? Ashley says, sounds like they should have stayed home. Arena says, don't be mean. And then Arena says, but Winter invited them. Ashley and Arena go back and forth about Ashley not wanting, the petties to have came on a trip. And Arena says, so you just can't be cordial? Ashley says, she has been. I've been ignoring them. If you look up cordial in the dictionary or even ask Google or even, Siri, ask whoever you want to ask, I know cordial ain't going to have synonym ignoring them. It ain't going to be there. It's not. So you not being cordial. Sherelle says to the group, Winter just caught her up on what happened at the Wizards game, which is crazy. How Winter is going to catch Sherelle up on somewhere she ain't even been and don't have both sides of the story. Great. Production flashbacks to when Ashley was acting an ass. Ashley says Clifton is a mean girl. She's a mean girl. This is what Ashley says. I'm a mean girl, so I know when someone is being a mean girl. And she calling Clifton a mean girl. And so she was trying to convey to the group how it looked like Clifton in the suite when she came raging in there to tell them that they had to leave. She says Clifton looked across the room like somebody looking across the hallway in high school with a head nod like, see you at 3:00. Ashley, I don't know if you're trying to be an actress. I know I saw you narrate on Fatal Attraction or For My Man or one of my TV shows, and I was really happy for your Chaz. Okay? Really was happy for you, but I think you're taking this a bit too far, okay? Stop acting. Stop it. That man ain't been more did that. He ain't did that. And like I put in my notes, please step away from the alcohol, Ashley. You're delusional. So that's how you spent this to Minnie Man. This is how she spent that to her husband. I know she did. This is why he believed her. Oh, man, are y'all having a good time? I am. Arena says she don't remember Clifton saying anything. She just remember you being loud. Ashley tries to interrupt, talking about Clifton was like, and this part right here, like I keep telling y'all, I told y'all this in the last video, the last recap of episode 5. I told y'all this. This is what she said. This is what Ashley says. Let me go back so I can make it make sense for you. Shout out to Make It Make Sense. Shout out, Mims. Arena says she don't remember Clifton saying anything. She just remember you, Ashley, being loud. Ashley tries to interrupt, by talking about Clifton was like, and this is what she said. Huh? Huh? What you talking about? What did he say to you, Ashley, that set you off, Bookie? You can't even remember. You know why? Because that's when you was like, I need another drink. And you had a drink in your hand. And I need another drink. Because you wanted to get a little tipsy. Because you know you go off when you a little tipsy. Ain't nothing really wrong with that. But you be barking up the wrong tree, Bookie. Wrong tree. And so Jamie says they both was being sarcastic. Irena says, but when you say this man was disrespectful and in your face, he didn't do that, Ashley. Immediately, Ashley gets defensive and says, you Team Petty. It don't matter what they do. Irena says, I'm not Team Petty. I'm telling you from what me and my husband saw. Ashley stood over Irena. Stood. Not remember I showed y'all he leaned. She stood up over Irena and says, he didn't stand over on top of me. Irena said, he did not do that. Excuse me. Hello, Mini-Me. Are you listening? Because he over there got his face over there looking at what they're saying, but he don't understand the words that are coming out of their mouth. Because he is so wrapped up that Ashley was disrespectful, even though she can't tell you what she was disrespected about. And the fact that she has to lie and say this man stood over her, annoying. Ashley said, they are just Team Petty. And Raina said, I'm just telling you what's right. Jamie said, you ain't going to take no accountability for the whole for any of the whole interaction. Mini-Me is shaking his head the whole time. The whole time they talking, he just kept, you just see him like he don't know what to do with himself. He don't interject though. While Ashley says her interaction was that she never wanted them to be there in the first place. So to some degree, it was premeditated then. The way she treated Joy and Clifton. Ashley said she knows what she said. No, she don't. But what she isn't, I put what she isn't saying what, because I did have this right. But what she isn't said is the question. What she didn't say isn't the question. It's what she is saying Clifton did is the problem. Irena says she doesn't care who you are. If you did something wrong, basically in her presence, she is going to say something. She's going to speak up like she is saying to Ashley. She said if Joy is doing something wrong in her presence, she will hold her accountable as well. Ashley takes a sip of her mimosa, rolls her eyes like she does through this whole episode. Stank face and all. And then Sharella interrupts. I'm going to take a little break. I got to quench my little thirst. It's always 30 minutes in. And I got to make sure that you guys are having a good time. And I make sure that you do this. All right. I hope you guys are having a good time. I hope you guys hit that like button. It is free 99. The freest way you can support my channel other than subscribing to my channel. The subscribe and the like go hand in hand. Okay? Love y'all, cuties. All right. Getting back to my NEOTESs. Sherelle interrupts Arena to say, there's been allegations about no. Let me do what she was doing. There's been allegations about Black and her, and that's some bullshit. That she refused to meet with Black, and that what she has, and that's what she got an issue with. I was like, now, granted, Black said his wife gets loud, and he has the balance, and he's used to that. He's he's tuned out. He doesn't hear her as loud. He doesn't. Okay, but we do. All that goddamn on yelling. They all sitting at the goddamn on table. You are yelling about something you were not there for. Oh, you was, because you was at the tail end of what you keep denying you wasn't there for. Okay. Like I said, that's the issue she is having. Sherelle says, Joy ain't being held accountable for running her mouth and still not meeting with Black. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to bring it down a few notches. It's really not that serious, because if it was, she would have refused to do scenes with your husband and yourself last season and this season also. Okay, and Joy can tell and feel however, whenever she wants to. You can't police her thoughts and feelings on who she tells, for that matter. Black tells Arena that she should be able to say that ish, in front of, it looks like a double talk there. Let me see. Arena, that Black tells Arena that she should be able to say that ish. She should be able to say whatever that ish she said in front of him, because we don't know. Production sometimes cut it up. That's why my notes look weird. It might sound weird. Hopefully when I said it, it made sense. Arena says she don't have a problem saying to no one. Black gives her, calm down. I'm not saying that, but you are, sir. You just said that. And I don't like the fact he put his arm out and, tried to, sure, calm down. Calm your wife down. I'm going to need you to snap up out of her trance when she's yelling and calm down. Calm your wife down. Don't be calming other people's wives down. Let them calm their wife down. That's how that works. I didn't like the way he tried to calm Arena down, but when he was quite yeah, I said when his wife got loud, he was quiet as a church mouse. And I don't know if that's because she was defending him or he just tuned her out. I don't know. But however, I'm gonna need you to dial her back, reel her back. That's too much, because it's aggressive sounding and it can be taken by certain people a certain kind of way, and everybody not gonna take kindly to it. I won't, unless you're smiling about it and being sincere and being that loud and being that passionate. But if we talk a serious mess, no, we're not doing that. Arena said she don't care if it's her husband, she will speak. Winter said, this is supposed to be a loving, fun, time. It's Valentine's Day, y'all. So you can tell there's gonna be tension. There's tension in the room, even without the petties being here. They made it to the slopes where the mimosas, where Mini Man is acting. They get to the spot, and Mini Man always wants to try to act like he's the big man on campus. So he's acting like, point me in the direction where the big slopes are. He's sloping, and then he launches like that. Girl, his head is so big, he leaned over and had to fall and catch himself, because man was about to fall over with his big old head. Big head, small body. That was, y'all running back and go watch for yourselves. They have an instructor, Winter got for them, which was very smart. Just a smart move. Arena was the first to have, a man down situation. Ashley was another one to bite the dust. Sherelle is on the sidelines rolling at everybody. She was the smartest one to not go skiing. Facts, period. Black takes a spill. He started good at first, but you know he fell too. Jamie fell next, and Arena fell again. And at that time, Arena was like, "I'm done," and so her and Ashley, walk off or shovel off, and go sit down. And Winter offers to go grab them, a drink. When the Petties walk up, and of course, Mean Girl 1 and 2, Ashley and Sherelle, didn't speak. Joy always walks in and speaks to everyone. They are outside, but they're all sitting at the table, and again, Mean Girl 1 and 2 did not speak. And of course, got a stank look on Ashley definitely has a stank look on her face. I don't remember if they showed Sherelle. But then when they did, she did have a couple of eye rolls on her. Or I ain't gonna put that on you, girl. You was concentrating so hard at what Black was doing so that you look like you are so involved. You was not. And I'll tell y'all why later. Morena was happy to see them. Joy went up to Jamie, making a cute video, and then followed that by a pic. That was a cute pic. I like that. I hope Jamie and Joy don't be accused of a throuple again. LOL. That's what I put in my notes, which was funny. It was a little moment, and the picture came out real cute. But if she posts that can look like something. Let everybody tell it, So anyway, Black is getting the hang of things with skiing. The instructor says he is good enough to go on a higher slope. Winter joins him. And I think Yusha may have, not really for sure, or he might have been on that smaller one. But we'll get back to it. Sherelle is nervous and really doesn't want her husband to go up there. Mean Girl 1 and 2 went to go grab drinks, which is Sherelle. And Ashley, the Tylers, and the Petties have a discussion on how the discussion was over breakfast this morning. They find out that Mini Man is siding with his wife and what she believes happens to her. Jamie asked Clifton if it was his intention to be disrespectful. Jamie, that is implying that he was disrespectful during some duration of this interaction. Bruh, I'm going to need you to fall back and get your words and your facts together. And he wasn't. I know Jamie is trying to play devil's advocate and says, is there an apology? Joy says, to who? Clifton says, why would I owe her an apology if he didn't disrespect her? Agreed, he didn't disrespect her. Joy is definitely on some. He definitely don't owe her an apology. Jamie says that's minimal. And Clifton needs to have a one-on-one. Sir? A one-on-one with who? With who? Who we want? Clifton have a one-on-one with. Because Sir Mini Man didn't want to hear anything but what his wife, that his wife was disrespected. His ears shut down. He ain't heard nothing else. So Jamie's trying to be the peacemaker. When he was a witness, how you gonna be a peacemaker? Not offer yours, what happened and bring it all together. And it to me is just really exhausting. I feel like everybody is overstepping or understepping. Like, I need y'all to get it together. It's just really sad that the Petties are being scrutinized for something that wasn't their fault and wasn't it just wasn't their fault. Irena tells them that they feel like they are Team Petty, meaning the Silvas think that the Tylers are Team Petty and that they are taking their side. But not only that, but that Sherelle and her husband are upset still about Black wanting to meet with Joy and Joy refusing to meet with him. And they don't care. And what they said for Irena to do exactly what she did was they don't care about it. They don't want to talk about it no more. Girl, bye. Joy says they shouldn't. They shouldn't want to, they shouldn't care about it. They shouldn't care how I put, they shouldn't exactly how I feel about it. Oh, that's how I feel about it. That's what I put. So the point is, even if they talk, it's not going to change anyone's mind on how they saw it. So I agree with Joy. Even having a discussion won't change a thing. Meanwhile, the mean girls are having their drink, talking about how when the petties come around, the room changes. That's because y'all need to grow up and stop trying to go out y'all way and ignore them. That's childish and that's not being cordial. I told you guys that earlier. So we can see the mean girls are bonding over the disdain of Joy for Joy. Sherelle stays worrying about her husband. Meanwhile, Black Black is at the top of the hill, and he gets only minimal instructions when he's able to go down the hill. When he's actually getting ready to go down the hill, the instructor was like, yeah, just use your, slow down method. But I don't think that he got that slow down method. Anyway, so it looks like it's all bad for Black. So the scene ends there. They go to commercial break, and when they come back, the paramedic is bringing someone down. So we all thought it was Black, but it wasn't. It happened to be Winter. She busted her coming down the higher slope, the same slope that Black was coming down. Clifton and Jamie carry her to the table. She hurts her knee. Black made it down safely. Yusha comes down and finds out that Winter is her. They are back at the big house. Yusha is concerned about Winter's knee, and she thinks she just, sprained it. They are going to have to wing. They are going to have a wing and pizza night. The petties are there already. Everyone, comes down to where the pizza and the chicken is, and they're getting their food. Winter is complaining about the pineapples on the pizza, and I, for one, listen. I don't put pineapples on my pizza either, period. Especially if y'all bought all, say there's 3 pizzas and all 3 got pineapple. Oh yeah, I'm about to have a whole calypso. I am. I'm petty like that. I am. And when you pull off the pineapple, just pull it off. No, that pineapple tastes that juice didn't set up in there. No, I'm not doing that. And I feel like at least go ask everybody, y'all like pineapple or y'all cool with pineapple? They didn't. So the couples are in an awkward silence in the confessional. The Silvas are like, I thought they was going home. They didn't go home yet. Sherelle says in the confessional that it's always a dark cloud when the petties come around. They beefing with the Silvas, and we know how they feel about us, the Duncan. So the energy is off. Child, Jamie said, this ain't a pizza party. This a pizza funeral. Nobody's talking. It's dead in here. Arena says the surprise she has coming will shake things up a little bit. I gotta do this because that's when it starts getting a little crazy. Terry, the intuitive and energy healer and life coach, walks in. There were mixed emotions in the group when Terry came in. The Silvas dealt with Terry before with the Tylers. Joy knows about Terry as well, I'm assuming, because when Terry walked in, she was like, oh, what's the intuitive? And so either that or Arena probably shared with her before, who she is, or maybe she's following her because Joy happens to have her best friend who is in the same field, is also in intuitive healing stuff. Winter says she wasn't in the mood for, in the confessional, she says she wasn't in the mood for no intuitive healing. Many Man said she's the real deal. When she met up with them, with the Tylers and the Silvas together, she made him a believer. And I'm like, a believer in what? Either she's intuitive And I guess, I don't know. We didn't see what it was, but I mean, vaguely. And believe what? Because if she's working off the energy, there's times where I'm intuitive and I can tell you some things. But anyway, Yusha says his mama is Christian and she would have said, you better get out of here with with the devil work. And he says inside prayer to protect him and Winter from any bad juju or spirits, child. Terry says she isn't there to throw anyone under the bus, but she is a truth seeker. She has no judgment, is what she said. She just there to help and shift up and move everyone together before she wants to, what she say, shift up and move everyone together. Before we get started with Terry in the confessional, Black says it's been about 3 months since he's been hearing about Joy slandering his name, and she's basically been running from them having a talk. So maybe sitting down with Terry, could help. But he thinks Joy don't want to talk to him because she is going to look stupid when he tells, his part of what happened during their singing group era. Back to Terry. She says she always picks up energy, and when she say, and on my way, I always pick up on energy, and on my way over, while I was driving, I was thinking, who's going to be the one? Who's going to be the one stand out? I'm with Jamie. Jamie says, oh shit. Look back at Quick and said, oh shit. Well, I think, he was sitting next to Quick. Oh shit. Yeah, because we already know this must be a shit show. She says it is no coincidence that I sat, right next to her and pointed at Joy. I'm like, what? So she says she's never met Joy before, but she knew what she looked like before she got there. That's when they flash to Joy in the confessional. Joy says she has a problem with that. Terry because for one, Joy doesn't feel comfortable with everyone in the room. She doesn't feel like it's a safe space, but she stays, for the shenanigans anyway. So Terry begins with saying something about the most important figures in her life, like parents and God and etc. And that she's picking up on strong dad block energy. She asks a series of questions about Joy and her dad's relationship, and Joy had to tell her that he basically was a good dad. So Terry says, so he was perfect in every way. Joy replies, he was perfect for me. Terry says, you're very defensive, but that's okay. You're very defensive, but that's okay. I didn't agree with that. Joy went to Joy says, I went, I get defensive and never changed her demeanor, her voice. She says, I get defensive, when we speak about my dad. And at this point, but I know she felt all of the eyes, all the eyeballs on her. But she says she gets defensive when you talk about her father. She's not in a room full of love with people who truly care about her or even on the same page for that matter. And in the confessional, Joy says she is ready to knock out of Terry. I'm sorry. That's harsh, but I mean, if it's facts, it's facts. She felt like she was dissecting her. Clifton feels like Terry came in with an opinion, and he believes that there was some premeditated things going on in Terry's head. Terry says it's time for you to be truthful with yourself. Talking to Joy. Joy says, oh, you mean truthful with the group? Because Being truthful with myself is a personal aspect, not a group thing, basically. Terry says she feels like Joy is judgy. What? I'm gonna need Terry not to tell me how she feels with meeting Joy in the first 5 minutes, okay? Especially when you came in and said you wasn't going to judge. There's no judgment or throwing anyone under the bus. So why the hell do I see tire marks all on Joy? In a confessional, Arena says she doesn't see why Joy is being so defensive. That's what Arena said. Back to Terry. With her trying to say it's like Joy's trying to protect her inner sense of being, because sometimes it can sort of sabotage us for not realizing it. Then it may not feel good around other people. Then she says, "Do you know what I'm saying?" Joy said no. And I don't know what the hell she was saying either. And I hope when I said it to y'all, because I said it verbatim, I hope y'all understood. Joy wished she would have been asked to be, being read as an intuitive reader. She should have known that. Then it really goes left. When Terry asks, "Are you struggling in the group?" Ding, 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 ding. Arena, what you done told Terry? Joy says, "I'm not struggling in the group." Ashley says, "I can't." I can't. This is what she said. I can't. Black says, "Can you define struggling?" Terry says, "Is everyone getting along with you? And are you getting along with everyone else in the group?" So for me, Arena had to give her some background to even have her to come. So Arena, what did you tell Terry? Inquiring minds want to know. Joy says no. Ashley side bus. Then that's a struggle. Yeah, like your husband's height and his brain power. It's a struggle, bitch. Black says, "I'm gonna bite my tongue. I'm gonna bite my tongue, man. I'm gonna bite my tongue." Joy says, "In the relationship, it takes reciprocity." And of course, we get Ashley rolling her eyes and making faces, but Joy feels like the questioning can go, left or right in any direction. Black says he thinks that Terry is asking questions to force people to introspect and reflect. Joy agrees. She says it's also leading, and Joy is trying to figure out where Terry is trying to lead her or go. Ashley says Terry started off great by saying you need to start telling yourself the truth first. Ma'am, you are the main one who needs to do that. Ashley, that's not a vague, and then she goes on to say, that's not a vague thing to do. The truth is just that. Joy said same for everyone. That and accountability. Mean girl Ashley says, "I'm talking to Terry." Joy responds, "We all talking to Terry." Ashley says, "But she was talking to you when she said on the truth, on your truth." And that it seemed like something she and that it seemed like something she lacks. Again, that's Ashley side bussing and not being accountable for what's coming out of her mouth. Talking about Joy is combative and doesn't like to have conversations. Child. Ashley goes so far to say no one is looking at you. So, child, Ashley was like, and no one's looking at you. And the whole time, Joy has been laser beam looking at Terry. So when Ashley says no one's looking at you, Joy says no one's looking at you. But Ashley was talking to Clifton and topped it off with, this what you do, looking at me, little boy. Remind me who is being combative again. But in the confessional, she said that Clifton, he wanted to lean. I mean, he started leaning up and making faces even. Leaning up and made a face, even though he had not spoken a word, and made sure to also say in the confessional she was talking to him, not Joy. So not only, again, is she disrespectful, she's disrespecting him, calling him a little boy, and it's trifling at this point. It's trifling. No one said anything to Ashley after she just showed her ass again. I'm going to pause it right here, y'all, only because, well, no, I'm not going to pause it. I'm going to try and get through it. On to the next subject. Black says he went to say all he feels in this place is love in this place. All Black says he want to say all he feels is love in this place. Tipsy actually says, I did too. He doesn't know how she Joy doesn't fit, nor feels, nor whatever that the petties, or I'm sorry, whatever that pretty much one. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. He said he has felt nothing but love in this place for the last 2 days. You know, he just had extreme fun. Joy interrupts and say, yeah, you all been living in the same house and all of y'all are cool and on the same page, but it's completely different for the petties, and anyone with only 2 brain cells can see that. Black said this is the first time that they've been in the same room having a dialogue, and he's have been hearing what she's been saying about him, and that it haven't been true. Joy interrupts and says, no, it's true. Black says it wasn't the only, I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave it right there because I am gonna run out of time. I'm gonna leave it at Joy interrupts saying, no, it's true. No. It's definitely true. And that is from her perspective. And we're gonna put a button in it right there, only because, like I said, I only have an hour to do this, and I don't want to have to cut it or none of that stuff. Just want it to just flow. So yeah, y'all, I'll be back with part 2 of season 3, episode 6, Winter Blunder Land. Okay, y'all rock with me. Thank y'all for rocking with me again, cuties. Like I said, I didn't want to run out of time, so make sure y'all hit the like button and come back for part 2 of this last part of insanity. I'm serious. It's insanity. Okay, so we'll be back. See y'all in a bit.
So let your hair down, get your life. You must be feeling like this your night. So do your thing, girl, it's alright. You're doing everything. So let your hair down, get your life. You must be feeling like